but felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Detroit!
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
And here's Marshall. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate Dalvin alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Browns add on to their lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he spins through. And now running right through it. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. Man open left side is Brown. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
A give to Bell. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Play action, they'll throw. And he finds McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield flushed out right. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. All the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put...
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Stepping up, he'll try and run. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Now the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded about a yard deep. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Black 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. Shift. Take nine.
Now Marshall. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Play action now. Here's Mayfield rolling to his right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashawn Perriman, 76 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gone!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jarrett Davis in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. Following the interception, Mayfield going for the deep ball. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he spins past him and into space. He's at the 50, 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big run that time by Bell. 67 yards on the ground. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Down to the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Second down, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. They'll run with Marshall. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50. Detroit! Detroit!
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
4th down, Mayfield. And Marshall's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. First down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. Caught here by Bell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Lucky 56.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He sets to fire deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
to 6.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Shazier leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.